Hey guys, how's it going? Onich here, and welcome to a new video. And we have rFactor 2 in front, so I want to welcome you guys to rFactor 2 and rFactor 2 week. So a little bit of explanation on the rFactor 2 week. This week my channel will be completely, well not completely, but very much about rFactor 2. Every day there will be at least one rFactor 2 video, so that means from Monday till Sunday. So today it's Monday, and we're starting off with the Marussia F1 car. Now this is my first time that I'm playing rFactor 2 in an F1 car. I mean, I have played the demo, and in the demo you get one Corvette and you get a one track, which is Lime Rock Park, but not this F1 car. So I have bought the game just a few seconds ago, and this will be my first run, and it's a completely different story from F1 2013, which I'm used to playing. So it's gonna be completely different, but yeah, it's a good new challenge, and I really like I liked rFactor 1 a lot, so I hope that I'm gonna like this game as well. So doing a little bit of setup work first. Bring down a few because that's way too much. For the moment we will keep about 80 liters in there, I think. 90, 80, there we go. That's enough for 15 laps. That's cool. Let's go with the super soft tire, why not? I mean, they will give the most grip. I need a lot of grip right now, because I'm a complete noob. You will see me spinning off a lot, so we're gonna put a bit of downforce on there as well. Okay, let's put it at 33 degrees and 63. Let's try that. This has all something to do with oversteer, but it's very complicated. I'm not sure how it works, so we will just keep it default. This I won't look into it just yet, maybe later, but not now. So let's go out on track then. I'm so excited. If it's right, the steering wheel and stuff should be all fine. Yep, I have still the same settings which I used from the demo, so that's cool. So here we go. First gear. Alright, I'm a complete noob, so I hope you guys will enjoy this. I mean, I think usually, or most of the times, you have seen me driving with F1 2013, which is a game that I used to know quite well. But this time I am the noob, and I have to learn. So you guys can see now then, I think, what I'm doing, you know, in order to learn stuff. Right now I'm just keeping it very slow. Car has quite a bit of grip. Going very slowly on the throttle, because I know with rFactor, when you get too much on the throttle, it's so easy to lose it. Let's adjust my cockpit position a little bit so the mirrors are right. Yeah, that's just about right. A little bit more further back. There we go. Nope, a bit more to the front. Yeah, that's fine. I think this is a good position. Whoa, bit of oversteer there straight away. Now this is full throttle, this is easy. This feels so different compared to the games that I used to play. But it feels great though. It's fantastic. There we go, maggots and baggots. Oh, sorry if you can hear the wheel there. This is live commentary, so you probably can hear that, but that's my wheel, so don't worry. It's going quite well so far, actually. Could, you know, could be worse. So hit the ref limiter there nicely. Now hanger straight into Stowe corner. This is a section which I hate about Silverstone. The rest is fantastic, I love this circuit. Slowly on the throttle. I'm being very careful right now. A heavy lift through that first corner, normally it's flat out. In F1 2013 at least. So there's quite a bit of head movement when you brake and accelerate. I have all the assists disabled. Bit of a lock up there, I think. Starting to push a little bit more. Slowly on the throttle. Doesn't go too bad so far. I haven't spun out just yet. I mean, I'm sure it will come. Swing it in there. Oh, it has quite a bit of grip, more than I expected actually. Going to take a little bit more risk into this Maggots Baggers section. Still 7th gear, shifting down now. Perfectly fine, although now I'm struggling. Yep. Got a little bit too much on the curb, and that unsettled the rear. Bit of oversteer there as well. Tires are starting to heat up a little bit more, so that should as well give a bit more grip. Let's see my first lap time. 1:43. Now I know that in F1 2013, whoa, big oversteer moment there. Had to correct it multiple times. Oh, bit of a lock up there, and you can see the flat spots on the tire as well. Hang on. That's what I love about rFactor 2. It has great flat spots, and just have a look at this as well then. And just, you know, the tire model is great in this game. Have a look here. So have a look at the right front wheel, front right. There it's locking up. And now you can see the flat spot on it, if I can spot it. There it is. You see the black, like that black, a black spot on the tire? That's the flat spot. So the tire model in rFactor 2 is great. It really is. We will have a look at that in depth a bit more soon. Excuse me. And you can still see the flat spot just a little bit, but it slowly goes away. But I have heard from people who are driving already in leagues and stuff like that in this game, that the tire model is great and your driving style really has a big impact on the tire wear. So that should be quite interesting with league races as well. It's got a little bit of oversteer there as well. You cannot be too keen with the throttle. You have to be very easy on the throttle. Go slowly on the throttle. Got a bit too wide there. Right, again, Maggots Baggers. Oh, took a bit too much curve there. Very lucky to keep it on the track. Very lucky again to not spin it around there. It was quite close. I should take it a little bit more easy. Just like I did in my outlap as well, that went perfectly fine. Just get slowly up to pace. Start to know the limits of the car. Now the braking is totally different from F1 as well. F1 2013 made by Codemasters is the game I'm talking about. It's completely different. I mean, I'll show you guys soon what I mean, because on the braking I'm braking for, well, about 20% of the brakes sometimes. And in F1 you're just on the brakes like 80 or 90%, but when you go too much on the brakes in this game, it just locks up. So you have to be much more careful on the brakes compared to F1 2013. Not full throttle. Now I am full throttle, so that's what I mean. Being very careful on the throttle. Braking quite late there. Had a little bit of a lock up as well. Bit of oversteer here. Way too wide here. Get slowly on the throttle. There we go, full throttle now. So you can use a little bit of short shifting as well, I think, in order to prevent the rear tires from spinning, but it's so hard. It really is. Too far off the apex here. Tried to swing it in, but no. Was too far off the apex anyway. Alright, so take it a little bit more easy over here. Whoa. Well, that's not more easy, is it? Let's have a look at the tires. So, at the tires, whoa, okay, they wear out quite a bit. have a look at the tires on the bottom right of the screen. You can see, hang on, 1 second. Oh yeah, you cannot refuel obviously with this car. Oh, that's quite cool as well. You cannot refuel in the pits. So have a look at the tires. You can see next to the tires, they are right now blue, you can see these yellow boxes. In those yellow boxes you can see a few parts becoming black. That's basically an indicator how much tire wear you have at the moment. So the front left tire has quite a bit of wear. So we will pit. Anti-stall activated. Okay, this car has anti-stall. This is good. We exit the pits again with a new fresh set of tires. So let's see how these tires are compared to the warmed up tires. I mean, they are still pretty cold right now. Let's have a look. Doesn't feel too different at the moment. Oh yeah, there you can definitely notice it. Yeah. Right, so warming up the tires then before we push a little bit more. I still have a 143, I think, which is terribly slow. It really is. So this car is the Marussia F1 car. I think it has DRS as well, hang on. Yep, it does have DRS. But I won't go into that just yet. I don't know if it has curse. But it does have DRS, as you can see here. But I'm not going into that at the moment. Just going to concentrate on my driving, not on the DRS part. Well, let's activate DRS at the moment. See how early we reach the ref limiter. So there we go. DRS is open, and we reach the left ref limiter now already. Yeah. So that's a little bit, you know, earlier than what we had before. But that's pretty obvious with DRS, but I'm not concentrating on DRS at the moment. So how are the tires? Pretty cold still. I have to push a little bit more, you know. One thing which I always say to myself, well, not to myself, but players who are new with F1 2030 and stuff like that, they ask you for tips. And I always say to them, you should try to have a little bit more commitment into the corners, because when you go quicker into a corner, the car generates more downforce. There's more drag on the car, which helps you. You know, it gives more downforce. So you have to be brave and take some risks. Go quick into a corner because it generates more downforce. I usually say that to other people, so I should say it right now as well to myself. Go a little bit quicker into the corners and it might generate a little bit more downforce for you. Of course you can spin out, but that's something then you learn from. You know, you have to explore the limits. Taking a lot of speed into here then. That's what I mean. You saw that? I took quite a bit of speed into there. More than I actually would have liked to, but the car did grip because there's more downforce. This is what I mean. Much more downforce here. Two seconds up. So that's a 141. Still way off the pace though. I'm sure that I'm very slow. Very slowly on the throttle here. This corner is very easy to spin you out. It can very easily spin you out, I should say. What's my lap time? 1:39. So we are in the 1:30s. Not that I'm happy with that, because I'm sure that there are some people in the world doing low 1:30s. I'm sure. So I'm way off the pace. But remember, all the assists are disabled though, which is really hard to drive it then. Next lap I will show you guys what happens when you're driving like I would normally drive an F1 2030. I'll show you soon. But for now we will concentrate on this lap. Currently 3/10 down, unfortunately. Short shift. still quite a bit of oversteer. No, too far off the apex. Right. That's a little bit how I would drive in F1 2030. Oh, look at the flat spot on the both tires now actually. That's fantastic. There it is. You see that? That's a flat spot. You get that from locking the wheels, and it should have a big impact on the tire wear and as well on the performance of the car a little bit, because it is like flat. That's why it has the name a flat spot. And the tire, it has a little bit of a round circle form shape. But obviously when there's a flat spot, you have a little bit, you know, a few more vibrations. Anyway, let's get back to cockpit view. So here's a lap. How I would drive in F1 2030. On the braking as well. So how I would drive in F1 20. Oh, I can, by the way, feel those vibrations a lot. You might hear my wheel as well rumble a little bit more. I can feel the vibrations. That's cool. Anyway, how I would drive in F1. Watch this. On the braking. You see that? That's how I would normally brake for that corner in F1 2013. Can we have a look at the tire? A close up from the tire, that would be quite cool. Yeah. Hang on. There's quite a bit of tire deformation as well when you go through a corner. So you can see the tire moving quite a bit. See that? When you go over that curve. There. Now those are all little details in rFactor 2 which make the game really good. As you can see here, you can see the forces going through the tire. You can see the weight change of the car onto the tire. It's quite cool. You can see the tire wobbling as well quite a bit. I think that's thanks to the flat spot. You saw that? Have a look at the rear suspension then as well. This is also quite crucial, by the way, to know, you know, what the car is doing. Have a look at your replays and stuff like that. See how the car reacts to what you're doing. Now that is how I would normally drive in F1 under braking. Let's have a look now. Oh, the anti-stall is activated, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, so skipping a few moments later, I currently have a black flag because I drove into the wrong direction, but it doesn't matter. So that was under braking, how I would normally brake in F1 as the tires are starting to cool off, I think. Oh, it isn't too bad. Well, look at the right rear. It is very worn. I wonder if that's because of the flat spot. If it is, then that just shows how much a flat spot can have, the impact it has on your tire wear. It could be quite interesting with a league race. When you have a big lockup, you will have a problem for the rest of the race. Anyway, that was F1 2013 on the braking, how I would normally brake. And now having a look at how I would accelerate out of this corner. So in F1 you can get basically instantly full throttle. That's what happens in rFactor 2 when you go very aggressive on the throttle. So let's have a look at the replay. So you can see here my throttle input. This is the clutch, this is the brake, and this is the throttle. Now where is that moment where I brake? Should be around here. Yep. So have a look at the brakes. This is how I would normally brake in F1 2013. See what happened? I mean, this is not possible. Now the acceleration. Have a look at the throttle. You see that I even was not instantly on the throttle. Here. About 20% of the throttle. about 80%, and then this is how I would do it in F1. Go to 80% throttle and then full throttle, but it doesn't work here. Just pinch you out instantly. So you have to be really careful. Where is my current hot lap? It's a 1. This is it. Lap 6. So have a look at the replay. Whoa, what's happening there? Don't know. Bit of smoke. Anyway, have a look how careful I'm braking. This is about, well, about 50% of the brake. That is quite a bit. More than I did in the previous lap. So I was quite aggressive this time on the brakes. About 50% I would say. Have a look. See? Going very slowly on the throttle, and I wasn't even full throttle through this corner. See, you can see here a slight lift off the throttle. Now this is full straight. This is a straight, which is very straightforward. Slowly on the throttle once again. See? Slowly on the throttle. And again. Now full throttle. You see that? So usually in F1 you would brake around there. About 80% of the brakes. It's not going to work in this game. At least not at the moment. Maybe in a later stage, but for me I'm a beginner and it's definitely not working. Right. I think you guys get the point. We will do some more driving. We'll put out we will put a fuel at, well, 30 liters at the moment, 5 laps. Just do one more short stint. I was pretty happy with the car, to be honest. I think I'm going to put one more front wing, one more degree. The gearing, yeah, we will leave that for now. So here we are, doing another run. Hopefully we can improve on that time. It's a 1:39.7, was it? Yep. Let's hope to improve on that. As you can see here as well, you have quite a bit of understeer when exiting the pits. Full steering lock there. Oh yeah, I'm disqualified. Hang on. Restart weekend. Yep. Sorry guys, I was still disqualified. So we restarted the weekend and now it's fine. Oh, steering force feedback is not right. Going back to the track. Yeah, it's right now. Sorry, I had to reset 2 times. One time because of the black flag, and the second time the force feedback wasn't right. But now it is. Exiting the pits on the red. Stop go penalty. The session didn't start just yet. I still had to wait. Let's have a look at that then as well. Sorry. We'll have a quick look at the pit exit light. Where is that light? It seems like it's over there. Yep, you can see it's currently red. So you have to wait as well in the sessions, which is very realistic, until the green light comes on and then you can go. Because the session hasn't started just yet, which is cool. I would like to see that in F1 as well, actually. I would like to see just, you know, pit control in general over the car, control over the car in the pits in F1. But I guess we won't see that as the AI takes control over the car when you go into the pits. So you don't have to activate a pit limiter either. So this is much more like a simulator, which I like. I like simulators. Right, here we go again. Hopefully warming up those tires a little bit. I do have a better feeling for the car now though. I'm starting to understand what it's doing. And I know a little bit more right now what I'm doing. I know the limits a little bit better of the car, if you could, you know, say it like that. Cops corner, by the way, not full throttle, definitely not for me. Slight lift for Cops corner. It's really hard to drive it. There's a lot of power. Shall we use DRS? I think you can use DRS everywhere, which is a little bit weird. Now I think in the real F1 you have 2 DRS zones here, so I will activate the DRS on those 2 zones straight. And I think DRS deactivates itself when you go on the brake, so we won't have to worry about deactivating it. It will do that automatically when you go on the brakes. So here we go. This is not a DRS zone. Could carry a little bit more speed into that, I think. Bit too far off the apex. Here again, get slowly on the throttle. Activating DRS now. This is a DRS zone. Bit wide here. Could get the car slowed down a lot or enough to stay close to the apex. Right, cops corner. Going to lift off slightly. There we go, back on the throttle now. And then this section, which is lovely, great couple of corners. A lot of weight changes. Bit wide there. This is another DRS zone, so we will activate it here. There it is. Oh, got a little bit aggressive on the brakes there. Slide lock up coming into the corner. Too greedy with the throttle, too keen with the throttle. And we do a 139.9. So 2/10 off. Our personal best currently. Oh, this is going to be a big one. There we go. Oh, hey, rear wing. Suddenly the rear wing goes by. I think the steering wheel isn't... Oh, there we go. What was that? Was that engine kill? I think the engine just killed itself. Yeah, it just shut down completely. No, cannot activate it again. So it's a shame. Let's have a look at that, shall we? So that was a horrible corner, by the way. Come on. There we go. So lost it here completely. Let's have a look on board. Oh, have a look at the tire. You saw that? Look at the tire. Front left. This is just great to see that. I like that. That looks good. Have a look at the tires. They just get squashed together. Whoa. There. You see that? Tire deformation. And then kaboom. I lost the rear wing then. You can also control the cameras, which is quite cool. There we go. That's for the thumbnail. Right, having a good thumbnail now as well, I think. Although it didn't have a rear wing, so that's a little bit, you know, it's not a great thumbnail then. Anyway. Shall we do another run? I think we have done enough. I think. Yeah, I guess we have done enough. So I will end the video here. My first experiences with rFactor 2 feels very good, very realistic, very hard to drive as well, which is the way it should be in my opinion. I mean, these cars shouldn't be easy to drive, not as easy as it is in some games. It's really hard to drive it. All the assists were disabled. Here's the proof. Off. So that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. I hope you have enjoyed rFactor 2. I hope you will enjoy rFactor 2 week. So every day at least one video from Monday till Sunday, and I hope to see you guys next time. So thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, I would appreciate a like, and other than that, I'll see you next time. Goodbye.